Hi, this is Payal Agarwal. Namaste.
Hello, namaste, good afternoon. Today we are going to travel to Mexico and we'll make a one pot Mexican meal. This is with rice and beans and nice yummy salsa. I'll talk about all this as we go along. So, Mexican rice bowl, there is a lot of common factors as far as cuisine goes in Mexico and in Indian cuisine. So they use a lot of different types of beans. They use pinto beans very commonly there, and of course they use kidney beans, which is rajma, which is I think the most loved legume in India. Okay, maa ke haath ka rajma. Very common and it's very high in protein, very good for your gut, and it's a fantastic legume to have. I did hear Jackie Chan say once that he has a lot of kidney bean soup and keeps him energized and keeps him strong. So I guess strength comes from what you put inside yourself. So let's be conscious about that. Let's eat good healthy food, and let's start today's recipe. One or two things that I have done which you will need to do. Now legume is something, so this is the rajma or the kidney beans which I did soak overnight. Okay, so you every time you're cooking a legume, remember to soak it overnight, whether it is kidney beans, whether it is chana, or whether it is any kind of legume that you're using. You must soak it overnight. It does absorb all the water, become plump, and it is easier to digest. Otherwise legumes can be a little tough to digest. Okay, so we did soak this, and I did boil it for around 20 minutes in a cup of water and a pinch of salt. Salt, obviously, as I told you, helps the cooking process. And see, it has become soft now. Okay, should I just pick up one and show you? So, see. So once it boils, see, squishy. Okay, so it's all softened up. So this is how we want our legume to be. And a very nice trick to make your legumes nice and soft so that they are never undercooked and they are nice and melt in your mouth. A very easy trick, I'll tell you. There is, you get a raw papaya. Okay, raw papaya, the green one, which is not ripe to be eaten as a fruit. You get that raw papaya, take a small piece of that, and when you're boiling your legume, just peel and take a small piece of that and put it with the legume. Put salt and water as usual and boil it. What the papaya does is, it has enzymes to soften the legume so that it cooks evenly and it becomes soft and creamy. Okay, it is used as a tenderizer with in meats also, when you are marinating the meat. Grated raw papaya is used to tenderize the meat. So if meat can get tenderized, you can imagine what happens to the legume. So it becomes creamy from inside and nice and soft, and melts in your mouth when you're eating it. So you don't want raw and chalky legume. That's not tasty at all. Okay, so this is what I have done, and I have made a paste of onion, tomatoes, garlic, and one green chili. Green chili again is optional. Use it if you want to, otherwise just don't. The recipe and the exact amount and the measurements are in the description box in the below, and the recipe. So just put it in the blender and make a paste like so. Okay, I've put nothing in it: tomato, onion, and garlic, and green chili. Green chili is optional. So this is the paste. We will use that. Grated ginger. Okay, we'll use that, and of course mint and coriander, and 2-3 things which I will show you. Lemon juice, rice I have washed and soaked, and curd like so, just to drain out all the water and make a dip out of it, which we will use. Now, of course, the one very common thing that is used in Mexican meals is guacamole, which is made out of avocados. Avocados not in season in India at the moment, so could not get it. Sorry for that. Easy to make. Just take a ripe avocado and scoop it out and put it in a bowl. Put some onions, tomatoes, and lemon juice, salt, and just mash it up with a fork, and your guacamole is ready. And put coriander leaves. So let's begin. Okay. So pan on, heat on. Okay, oil. Around 2.5 spoons, okay, because we need the masala in question, which is the tomato and the onion puree, to fry off nicely. Okay, so in with that. You don't want the oil, as I told you, sizzling hot. When you put this in, it will spit otherwise. Heat is on a high, so as the oil will heat up, this masala will start cooking. Put that, put a little bit of the ginger. Little bit we've kept back to put it a little later. So when you are putting your ingredients in stages, that also gives you different types of flavor in your food with the same ingredients. So suppose now I put ginger now. So this ginger will soften up and start, amalgamating with the tomatoes and onions and become sweeter. The little bit that I've kept back, I will put at the end. So what happens? That will give you the gingery heat, that earthy hit. Okay. So same ingredient when put in different stages in your recipe will give you a different flavor. Little bit of salt. As I told you, just to start the process. Okay, and give that, see, it starts sizzling in no time, and at this point you don't want it dancing around, sizzling and spitting all over you. So you put the heat on a medium high, cover it and let it cook. You'll be surprised to know how many spices that are used in India commonly are also used in Mexico. So there are a lot of similarities. Cumin seeds, very, very widely used in Mexican cuisine. We are going to use it also today, and very widely, of course, used in India. Paprika, red chili powder, again used a lot there, used a lot here. Again, mint, coriander, so these are very common. Cinnamon, which is the main spice that goes into the Mexican bowl, as well as the Indian rajma that we make. It's my son's absolute favorite. He just loves rajma. Loves. Okay. So these are very commonly used ingredients and spices in the Mexican cuisine as well as the Indian cuisine. So while that is happening, I'll show you the spice mix that I have made to put into the rajma. Okay, so I've got cumin powder, I've got red chili powder, and I will just shift this, and I've got salt. Okay, can you see the white salt? Yeah, there. So salt, cumin powder, red chili powder and cinnamon powder. Okay, now alternately, if you don't have only cinnamon powder at home, remember the powder mix that I told you, the garam masala, the biryani masala, which has cloves, cardamom, which has cinnamon, which has mace. So you can use a 1/4 tablespoon of that also. Okay. So now just, ouch, sorry, the steam out of the pan. Okay, so pick that up. Give it, okay, almost done. See how it cooks, and the masala will stop making that spitting sound, so you know it's cooked. And See how the oil is come to the sides and the masala is leaving the pan. So it's nice and roasted. Okay. So at this point now, we put in the kidney beans. Okay. In India we get it you get a pinkish kind of kidney bean also. You get this bright red also, the smaller one, which is from Jammu and Kashmir, the north side of India. And you get little maroonish bigger ones also. Okay, so there are 2-3 kinds. Use whichever that is available, that doesn't matter. The smaller ones, the Jammu Rajma or the kidney beans from Jammu, the smaller red ones do take a little bit longer to cook. So if you're boiling, like suppose I gave it a good 20 minutes in the pan, the red smaller ones would need around 25 minutes, maybe half an hour. On a low, put a little salt, as I told you, and a piece of raw mango. Remember, any legume that you're boiling, make sure to put the raw mango. It makes it so easy for digestion when you're eating it also. And the enzymes are, they are very, very helpful for your gut health, for your stomach. So use that whenever you're boiling your legumes or your lentils also, for that matter. I do always put a small piece. Okay. So the kidney beans are in. Now I have taken similar amount of all the 4 spices. So salt, red chili powder, cumin powder and cinnamon powder. So red chili, of course, again is optional. Don't put it if you don't want to. It doesn't alter the taste at all. Okay, so I'll put half of it now. Of that masala. And let this, just put it on a high or a medium high actually. And again, put the lid on. Okay. So, till this is happening, I think I could show you how to make the dip. Okay. The sour cream dip. Hung curd. So we do take that, put it in the bowl. Alright. There you have the hung curd. Give it a little bit of a mix so that it becomes little creamy and it's not lumpy. Okay. Now to this we would add little bit of salt, 1/4 teaspoon maybe, just a dash bit, little bit of cumin powder and little bit of red chili powder, that goes in, chopped coriander, that goes in, and of course our mint leaves, which we are going to, as usual, make it into a bunch like this and tear it and put it in the dip. Okay. Put that and we put a tad bit, just very little of the lemon juice. I'll just show you. So this lemon juice will be used for 2-3 things. See, just little bit, and give that a mix. Now you could put a little bit of, if you want it creamier still, you could put a little bit of mayonnaise in it. I don't like to do that. I like it like this. Because the salsa that will be, we will be making, that also I'll show you. Okay. So our dip is ready. Nice, refreshing. Okay, now check on the rajma. Yes, see how it's starting to. So the masala and the puree and the kidney beans, everything has married one another, as I say, and see how it's starting to leave all the oil. Done. So now at this point, we tip in the soaked rice. The entire thing goes in. Okay. The rice has gone in. Now turn the heat up to a high. Give it a good mix. And as I told you, the water should be just enough that it covers everything. Like so. Okay. And now to this, we do add the rest of the masala. And which was the spice mix, as I told you, cumin, cinnamon, salt and red pepper, red chili powder. The leftover ginger. Now at this point when you add the ginger, it will give you that gingery earthy hit. You know. The rest of the ginger which we had put earlier is already kind of gotten roasted and fried off with the masala. So it becomes nice and sweet. So different stages and it gives you the different kind of taste. Little bit of mint leaves again, we'll just tear it and put it inside. Just to echo the same flavor as the rest of the food, the dip. So everything kind of matches each other. Okay. Now give that a bit of a mix. And cover it. It's come to a boil. Cover it. Put it on a medium low and let it cook for at least 5 minutes. And then we'll put it on the back burner and let it rest for another 5 minutes, as all one pot recipes. Again, alternately what you could do is, you could make the rice separately and this kidney bean separately. So if you make this kidney bean as I have made it, that is your rajma masala. Okay. So you make that and you make your rice separately and you make the curd dip, which is yummy to go with this, and you make a little salsa. I'll show you how to do that. And your meal is ready. Or one pot, of course, the most convenient and the same flavors and less effort. So one pot, of course, is the best. Make that and make your dip and your salsa with it. And if you do get an avocado, please go ahead and make the guacamole. It's delicious. Okay. So while that is happening, I will show you the salsa. Okay, give me a minute, I'll just get it from the fridge so that now this gadget, this beautiful little gadget that I got is God sent, believe you me. So anybody who is at home and cooking alone and you have to cook for a family and chopping is not your thing. Like it is not mine. There is one thing I find very cumbersome in the kitchen to do is chopping away veggies. This will be your life savior. Okay, so this is a gadget which is called the chopper. This is the manual chopper. Very, very affordable, and you get it on all the common shopping sites like Amazon and Flipkart and so just go ahead and purchase one of these and you'll bless me. So now what I'm going to do is just put this on the back burner so that this can do its thing, the Mexican bowl, and I should show you how to make the salsa now. Alright. So what I did was, I took this sweet gadget of mine and I put in onion, tomatoes, cucumber, 1 clove of garlic, 1 small green chili, and I gave it a thorough mix. I'll show you how this works. So this is the blade, which is just comes out and just sits like that in the middle. Okay, it has space to sit over there. So you just, and you put the veggies on the side like that. Chop it into big chunks and don't stuff it. Okay, then the wire tends to break when you're pulling it and chopping it. So like half the bowl, you can fill it with chunkily chopped vegetables, close it like so. Okay, and give it a nice pull. See, can you see? Like this. So you hold it like that and you pull. And magically, everything is chopped and ready. Isn't it convenient? I just love it. So this is what the blade looks like. See. Huh? Nice. It's really magical. I'm really telling you, anybody who possesses this knows what I'm talking about. And anybody who doesn't, believe me, you'll feel I'm exaggerating. Just buy it and make your life easier. Okay. So now I think it has been around 3 minutes. So we will switch off the rice which is on the back burner, the Mexican bowl. So let's switch that off and let it sit there for a while. Okay. Not to open the lid, as all one pot meals, let it rest so that it can cook in the residual heat and do its thing. So now once this is done, see how nicely, okay, it's all chopped up. And now we do put in a bit of the coriander on this. Coriander leaves go in. And of course, as I told you, we have the mint, so break the mint into bits. Put that, lemon juice, bit of that, and a tad bit of salt. 1/4 teaspoon maybe. And instead of lemon juice, you could go ahead and put little vinegar also. That's also fine. And our salsa is done. Okay, I'll plate it up and show it to you. Now, the fourth thing is the drink of the day. So, going with the flow, apple booster it's called. Everybody knows an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Apple is again one thing which is very, very good for you. It is good for people who have digestion problems. As they say, a brat diet. Apple is one of them. So very good for your digestion. Very good for as an immunity booster. Very good for your skin. Very good for it has a lot of iron. It has calcium. It has vitamins. It is a complete food. So the apple cooler in question is here. So I took one apple and I put a little bit of ginger and a little bit of mint leaves and I gave it a whack in the blender, and this is what it has come to look like. I think it's a bit thick. So now again, if you want to, you could sieve it and make it into a nice juice like thin consistency. And there are people who like it all chunky like this and have it as it is. That also tastes very, very good. Since I am going to give it to my husband today, he likes it strained, so I am going to pass it through the sieve. Okay, and little bit of water, not to waste anything. So the blender, okay, so little bit of water in the blender. Shake, shake, shake. Okay, so all the residue, not to waste anything. The one thing I told you, I feel very strongly. See how much apple has come out of it. Wastage is one thing which I feel very strongly about. So strain that. And we would put a little bit of lemon juice in that. Okay, this is how, this is why I'm calling it a booster. It will give you that immunity, that vitamin C, that boost of all the multivitamins in you, you know, apple, lemon juice, cumin, which is very, very good for digestion, as I told you. Put little bit of that. Going with the flow, as I told you. Little tad bit of salt, just little bit. And, of course, the strongest immunity booster, honey. Good squat of that. Give it a mix. It has mint, it has ginger, it has honey, it has cumin. So you can imagine what goodness is going inside you. When you have that, you'll automatically feel that you're healthier, stronger. And cheeks pink ho jayenge. That's what they say. That's what my mom used to say. Apple khao, cheeks pink ho jayenge. So, meaning to say you will become nice and your skin will glow. Okay, so that into a glass. You could put ice cubes if you want to. I am not very fond of it, so I am not going to put the ice cubes. Now, this is what I go wrong with, becoming chefy. Now, this is the problem. So now this is the best I can do as far as decoration goes. So this is my apple booster. It is unbelievable. You must have it. You must try it. And it is delicious, delicious, delicious. So that having done, checking on the Mexican bowl now. Okay. It's done. And it is looking yummy, like to die for. Okay, so a spoon of that I will just show you. Oh, yum. A spoon of the Rajma rice or the Mexican rice, the red kidney bean rice, a spoon of that, a small spoon of the salsa on the side, and of course, a small spoon of the yogurt dip, the sour cream. Ta-da! Dinner served with our booster. Nice! So this is what a complete wholesome meal is. Should we just give it a try? I can't resist. Okay, let me just tell you how it's turned out. And of course, I must check the salt. As I told you, check as we go along. Hot. It's perfect. So, guys, this is a Mexican meal for the night. Enjoy your dinner and do write into us at FOMO No More. We'll be happy and we'll be glad to hear from you. And I will see you tomorrow with a new recipe. Enjoy your rest of the day and see you tomorrow. Namaste.